Wait, how did life actually start? Not dinosaurs, not humans, I mean the very first living thing. Because once, Earth was completely dead. So, how do you go from a lifeless rock to you watching this right now? Let us rewind 4.5 billion years. Earth had just formed and it was brutal. Volcanoes erupting everywhere, asteroids hitting constantly, the air was toxic. No oxygen, no life, just chaos. But slowly, things changed. The planet cooled, rain started falling, and it did not stop for millions of years. That is how the first oceans formed. Now, imagine those oceans. Not clear blue water, more like a warm, messy chemical soup. Scientists call this the Primordial Soup. It was full of simple ingredients like carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Add energy like lightning, heat, and radiation. These ingredients started mixing, breaking, and recombining again and again for millions of years. And here is the key idea. With enough time and countless attempts, even the most unlikely things can happen. We have actually tested this. In the Miller-Urey Experiment, scientists recreated early Earth conditions. And guess what? Complex building blocks of life formed naturally. At some point, certain molecules gained a powerful ability. They could copy themselves, simple and imperfect but enough. Over time, systems like RNA and later DNA appeared, ways to store and pass on information. Tiny bubble-like structures formed, trapping these molecules inside. And that is how the first simple cells likely began. Now, here is where everything takes off. Evolution sounds complicated, but it is actually simple. Things copy themselves. Copies are slightly different. Some differences help survival. Those versions spread. No plan, just what works. Take oxygen, for example. Some early life forms used sunlight, photosynthesis, and released oxygen. At first, oxygen was toxic. It wiped out many organisms. But a few survived because they were slightly different. Over time, those survivors took over. And eventually, life did not just tolerate oxygen, it used it. That is, adaptation. With more energy available, life became more complex. Cells worked together, multicellular organisms appeared. Then came a major turning point, the Cambrian explosion. Life diversified rapidly. The oceans filled with complex creatures. Eventually, life moved onto land. Plants first, then insects, then animals. Earth started to look more like the world we know. For millions of years, dinosaurs ruled. Then, an asteroid changed everything. Most species disappeared, but some survived, small mammals. And evolution kept going. These mammals adapted, spread, and changed. Some climbed trees, some developed better vision, better hands, better brains. Then came early human ancestors. They began walking on two legs. Now their hands were free to build, to use tools. Their brains grew, they communicated, they learned from each other. And over a very long time, that path led to us, Homo sapiens. Now, here's a question people often ask. Is evolution still happening today? Yes, absolutely. It never stopped. And one important thing to know is this. Evolution is not just an idea. It is a well-proven scientific fact supported by multiple fields like genetics, fossils, and direct observation. We usually see small changes happening. This is called microevolution. For example, bacteria becoming resistant to antibiotics, or small changes in animals adapting to their environment. We can observe these happening in real time. But bigger changes take a very long time, thousands or millions of years. That is what people call macroevolution. We do not watch it happen in one lifetime, but we see the evidence in fossils, DNA, and how species are related. So, evolution is not just a story about the past. It is happening right now. How do we know all this is real? Because of evidence. Fossils show gradual change over time. Genetics shows all life is connected. Experiments like the Miller-Urey experiment show how life's building blocks can form naturally. We are still learning the details, but the big picture is strongly supported. From a lifeless planet to a chemical soup, to tiny self-copying systems, to evolution, to humans. And maybe the most mind-blowing idea is this: give nature enough time and enough chances, and simple rules can create something incredibly complex. And before you go, here is something to think about. What part of this story surprises you the most, or what do you think is still missing from our understanding? Tell me in the comments.